on my wall, and then you painted over
Now
it.
we're on YouTube.
Alright, I remember you writing it on the book.
There it goes. There it goes. Okay. We're ready.
What's your phone number?
I don't have a phone number.
I want to show y'all real quick.
Phone number?
I don't have a phone number.
The stats.
My phone number is Dad's.
This game.
Because it's Dad's.
What's the last game? Okay. Let's done that real quick. And then we're going to go. I'm also going to close this out when I'm done, but the first one, I was playing against KO. I didn't let her get a kill. I messed her up. Yeah, it was a fun game. We were tearing them up. This game, the only one that went negative was mid, and their mid killed me once, but I killed her at the same time. And Veigar killed me once after I had done killed her, Katarina, and Volley Bear. And then he came out to finish me off. But I was fed. I had stacks and everything. And then the second game, I got stuck in the wall, between the wall and Mordekaiser, and he killed me because I couldn't go anywhere. Because I was literally clicking to move anywhere, and my character was just stuck there between him and the wall. Wouldn't go anywhere. So he ended up killing me. And that was his first kill. And after that, every other kill was a close call, and he just kept getting away. And then finally, when his laning phase was over, I went and took his first turret, but they still ended up getting fetal strength. And during the team fights, we got wiped out like the first team fight. But then after that, we were starting to come back. We started getting kills on team fights. Ziggs freaking blasted them with her ult and got a few kills every time. She saved me. Jungle saved me a few times. Even though Heimerdinger kept getting caught, he got a couple kills still in between all that. And I just ended up making a comeback. I was 0-6, and then I came out 8-7. So I'll leave a positive one. But the reason why they surrendered is because we aced them. I was gonna push their whole base, take everything out, and try to take the game over. But sure, they could save me sometimes by forfeiting. Anyways, I could go on forever about all that. But let's go get this quest done. Alright. Let's get this quest done. I'm not locking echoes because I got too many of them, and I already got like most of the stats that I even want when it comes to stats here. Look at that. 50% crit rate is still really good, and then 320 is really good, and then 2k damage. You don't even need that 60% ER, but we'll take it anyways. Don't even like really need it, but it's still good. I don't have liberation damage bonus. That's what I'm missing. I got like an even amount of all of these, except for heavy. But it's still good, and she does a lot of her skill. So oh, you get an average bonus of 12% for everything. I didn't even realize that. Well, not for everything, but Electro, Arrow, Spectral, Havoc. Right. But they're right here too. I don't know. Is that those are the dots probably? Like the Arrow Erosion and the Spectral Frazzle and the whatever the other ones are. Oh, these are res. What am I talking about? Oh, dude. Okay, I have no res, and I just have a little bit of extra damage. Is that for everybody?
Plan with convention, then conquer by engineering.
What, the ale? No. She don't got extra damage bonuses. 70% fusion.
I shall have no one tarnishing victory's honor.
94% fusion. Why does she have so much more? And then all this. What's giving me those stats? I'm using this because I don't know. I'll switch back. I can go and get her signature. I just thought that it did it for the crit damage and instead of, because I want crit damage instead of attack. Oh, but liberation damage bonus is increased by 7%, stacking up to 3 times. So 21% plus 12.8% ER, which is whatever. I mean, either way, she does plenty of damage. She still hits hard. But I'd rather honestly have that extra crit damage. I'll just leave it. John can have his weapon back. And then my stats.
Is water wet?
I do. John can have his stats, or his staff back, or his weapon. His weapon.
Mom, do you think water is wet?
I could get better one of these. That's pretty good, 4 out of 5. That one could be better.
We have to get
I just don't want to get rid of it because of, you know, the other stats are pretty good.
the one I just downloaded?
I mean, they're still useful stats. If that was liberation damage,
Okay, so that one.
then that would have been better.
I think
4 out
that's
of
a good
5.
idea. So,
So,
do you think water is
I say
wet?
2 really good ones.
I want to sleep. You want to sleep?
And the rest of them are decent.
Yeah, I went around and then I got tired. I'm bored.
It's good for now. Anyways, let's get started. I'm already here. I'm in there.
Winds of the wild. Caught you now.
Oh. I gotta practice more with her. I barely played her.
You've come, warrior.
My room is disgusting. So, oh, clean your room, please. I don't want to leave. That's why that's the way it is. Because you keep saying I don't want
The mighty guardian
But
of
you were
Eutychus
just complaining
Arsinosa
about it.
is not the kind of echo to warm to crowds.
Don't complain. Do something about it. Oh
The
my God.
lioness
Will
favors
there
the
be a
strong,
later
the unyielding, and the battle-hardened.
That's insane.
Only those she deems worthy will find her arms welcoming.
Do it now so you don't have to
But
do it later.
she
I
is
said
still
I'd
an
do it
echo
later a
and
week
can't
ago.
talk.
I know you did. I'm the one you were talking to. I raised y'all better than this.
These sounds.
What is it? Did you feel something just now?
Well, I only heard strange sounds. Tell me, what direction did the lioness just look toward?
The Veil of Glory. It's where all heroes, blessed by the glory forged in iron and fire, find their rest. But on the long path of hunting, many died with their bodies missing. Only their weapons returned. Arsinosa's frequency is woven from the cries of souls in battle. The battered weapons still carry the will of their former masters, whispering the deeds left undone. To touch such weapons is a rite of great importance for those who claim glory in the great Aegon and receive the lioness's blessing. Hearing the voices of our ancestors by Arsinosa's side is a great source of strength for Septimontians.
Before meeting Buling, When I touched the echo in that village, I felt a layered, indistinct frequency. It was like what Abby described on our journey to Septimont, but the source eluded me at the time. But now, I've found it. The source of that power lies in the Veil of Glory. The closer the lioness gets to it, the clearer it becomes.
She waits for us there. Shall we go together? I'm not sure if Septimontian rituals will interest you, but you might uncover something useful, no?
I'm happy to go with my fellow warrior.
Perfect. Let's head out.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a dizzy spell. Overexcitement after the win. Or something. Anyway, it's no matter. Let's continue. These days have been a feast of victories. Becoming champion, the glory, oh, all thanks to you. Winds of the wild. Time to fight! Together we howl!
Idea how we're gonna
BRB chat. We continue in a second.
turn off the computer.
What time is it? Hold on. My stream stop? Oh, it's still going. Buns. How come I can't see the stupid time? Oh, you just messaged me. Buns! Buns, are you here? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I was away for a minute. I was away for like 30 minutes. This stream, I started this stream. Oh, it's been an hour now. I've been streaming doing nothing. Okay, I'm just gonna type it. You probably saw I wasn't here. Oh, there you are. What it do? What it do? What's poppin', bro? You wanna know something funny? I redeemed, you know, on work stream where you can like guide the raid, and then work raided me, and all his followers, everybody he raided with, joined and left right away. Oh shit. Man, I've been on vacation and I just got home, so finally relaxing. Damn. I was like, oh shit, people are gonna join me for like the first time in forever, and then I was like, okay, I guess not. Work stayed for a little bit, chatted, and then dipped. It's all good though. What I really need to do is, it's not just how do you how do you know they left right away? Oh, I got the thing on here. It says how many people are watching. The activity. Activity feed. No, not activity feed. It's status. Twitch status. There you go. It says 1 viewer. Yeah, it said they popped in 7 and then it went down like to 2. And I was like, okay. I guess they all had a good long night anyway. I'm not mad or anything. Now, what I really want to do is I gotta make these YouTube videos and I gotta post them already. I keep talking about it, but I'm never gonna get recognized if I don't go and actually like start posting shit on YouTube. So it's really my negligence. It just keeps going up and down for you. Yeah. I don't know how people do it though. I'm actually I'm not certified, or whatever you call it. Not certified. I'm not an actual Twitch streamer. How do you call it? Affiliated? Thank you. Jeez. Certified. Oh, what the fuck I'm saying? I'm not affiliated because I don't have two. No, is it? It's a certain amount of viewers watching for a certain amount of time. Yeah, certified freak. That's what I is. I'm a certified bitch. Oh, you can hear that. Hold on, let me go to my channel and then pop this back up. Oh wait. Also, I don't like the way I sound on. I feel like I sound like this, like I'm talking the whole time and I got lists and shit, and I feel like that's how I sound every time I hear myself talk. And it just sounds so weird. It's annoying. But apparently everybody has that. Unless they just think highly of themselves, unless they just think they're too good. That sound fine? Yeah, it's the AC, bro. Fucking, hold on.
Do you guys want to donate?
Can I turn the AC off? For now, yeah. I'm gonna turn it off for now. Y'all can just deal with the fans. I'm gonna return the stream. That thing literally stopped working for like a week. And I was thinking it was the capacitor, and I took it apart and pulled the capacitor out, and I was trying to get a capacitor yesterday, and I forgot it was a fucking 4th of July, and they were closed.
Please donate.
And then I had to put it back in there, and I had to take a screwdriver and smack the compressor until it turned back on. And it turned back on, so I guess I don't need a capacitor. But we were burning up. We were sweating and everything. Oh yeah, that too. I want to post this on YouTube, and I want to do this storyline and make it like, you know, my reaction to the storyline, my experience without background noise or something, you know. Are you posting on YouTube? Do you ever post your stuff, or do you just stream for fun? Because I'll take advice, you know. If you know any tips and tricks, I've been looking up YouTube videos and whatnot. It's just the work that you got to put into it. Yeah, stream for fun.
Dad,
What?
you're supposed to try to get making more videos that you can find
Yeah, that's another thing is trying to make the thumbnails right. That's also like I don't have the artistic design, and I'm over here trying to make my thumbnails look really good. I think this new muscle tee on stream is gonna boost your viewership. Hey.
Dad, it's kind of like making a new game, like a Roblox game.
You know, for those that subscribe, I might just, you know, no, show a little chest hair. No.
And also, you should do shout outs.
Shout outs? Alright. I'll do a shout out right now. We want to shout out to my guy right here.
And you have to say their name.
Bunzor.
Oh, yeah, their name on
He's always been a good follower. He's been in my Twitch streams. Pretty much just him and nobody else, but he's always he's been a good friend. He's always coming around, always checking up on me. You know, one day he popped in, and I didn't ask him how his day was, and then he just left.
Dad.
What?
And also, you have to play a lot of
Different games? Yeah, people tell me to play different games. I don't want to play what they want to see. I just want to play what I want to play.
Yeah, but Dad, you have to play. Sometimes you have to like speak to somebody that's
Alright. If y'all don't like Wuwa, you can get out of my chat right now. You're banned! No, I'm kidding. I'll turn up the case though. Attitude.
Don't you dare. There's gonna be screaming all the time. I don't want to.
It's alright. Buns likes Wuwa, right? Buns? Oh, lucky he left. What?
I say play a lot of
War
horror games.
game? Oh yeah, we were playing You chilling? Yeah. No, you don't gotta play Wuthering. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, right? He wants me to play Roblox. I just can't play Roblox, bro. I can't do that.
You don't have to play Roblox.
Oh, he wants me to play Five Nights at Funky and Freddy's. I just can't do that. But hold on.
I never asked you to do that. I said that you have to play different games, and you probably play a horror game.
No one.
You can't be on the same game because.
Roblox?
I mean, if you stream Roblox,
Bro,
I feel like a lot of people will start.
I cannot do Roblox. Oh, I'm trying to look for my videos. Where's my stuff? Hold on, how do you find your channel? Oh, dang. I'm slightly incompetent on how to work YouTube apparently. But here, hold on. I'm gonna bring this over here, and then I'm gonna bring this
You know you could
over
do YouTube
here.
Live too.
I think it's this one. Yeah. And then we're gonna go here. Okay. Oh, that's me live right now. This is me playing Etheria Restart. I hear a lot of backlash from it, like it's not as good. But here's the thumbnail. You see that thumbnail? Hold on, how do I click on this? Wait, how do I get the thumbnail up closer? Watch later, add queue. Anyways, I don't know if you can see that. Hold on, can I zoom in? Oops. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. I had Claire make this thumbnail. Jinty pushes Dork off the edge. And then here's the video. And I made this video when I was like first playing Wuwa. I was beating these guys up and they couldn't touch me. I was blasting them for the very little damage that I could do in this game. And then this guy. And he just falls to his death. But I want to make it better. I want to like add some animations or something, or some like, hey, come here little girl, I'm gonna get you, or something. Some little voices in the background to make it stupid and funny. It's Inevitable Sage. Lee, apparently. Here, I'll just post that. Hey, I should be doing that at the end of every stream, right?
Do what?
Posting my YouTube name. There's a lot of things that I'm slacking on when it comes to doing things the right way. I just don't do things. I'm just a little inexperienced, I guess. I'm a virgin when it comes to these things. You know, virgin olive oil. I like it slippery. I mean, I like the taste of olive oil. It's really good on your salad. Oh, is it not on there? I should do that. Yeah. People be doing things and I just don't be doing what I should be doing, I guess. Where would I go and do that? I go to my Twitch channel. Alright. So now, you see what I'm doing here? Trying to see if we do this right. Alright, let me come here. Oh wait, I'm already on my channel. Creator dashboard. And then okay, that's not it. Should I do followers only after 10 minutes? Y'all gotta be following for 10 minutes before you can chat. Because then that way they don't come in here and start spamming me with their, oh, I've been, here's my graphics design. Can I get your Discord and this and that?
You should do
Add
that.
your social links.
You should do that like when you're getting. You should do like at the start a little bit, like keep it on for a little bit, and then keep it off, and then do it again at the end.
Is that the right place? Hold on, let me go to my YouTube channel. And then copy the URL. And then paste that instead. Your YouTube channel. And then we'll add it. And there you go. Thanks for the advice. I didn't know the guy should up this too. I think when somebody read this and they read Genshin Impact, they were like, ugh.
Daddy.
I'm gonna say I love playing.
That. You know how you're good at drawing?
I'm good at drawing.
Yeah.
Who said I'm good at drawing? I can draw a line.
You draw,
Oh, you talking about the paint?
yeah, like the painting. Apparently the same thing as drawing. It's just you're sketching out a form first.
Oh, okay.
Really the same thing. And you could just do that on a app, and then you could do that for like the thumbnail. Like if you're like playing Genshin, you could put like a Genshin word underneath, and then make like a crazy thing happens with it. A zombie or a character that's beating up something, or people fighting each other or something like that.
You were talking about streams and stuff like that?
No, like you make like a YouTube video.
Oh, make a YouTube video? Okay. I'll see if I can make something like that then.
And also, you could also use your stream as videos too.
Alright. How about followers can only chat? But not for the 10 minutes. Wait, why does it still say 10 minutes? Off. Any follower? It has to be minimum 10 minutes for them to chat. At least they like be in here for a while. You wouldn't. It's because people come in here and then all they do is just like. Alright, fine. Anybody can chat. I thought there was times where you could make it where they could just follow. As long as they follow, then they could chat.
Yeah, that is the thing. It's just allowed to. I think.
Only allow subscribers to make clips of your channel. Oh, if I do this, you can't be clipping my stuff anymore. Oh wait, is it not showing anymore? What happened to the thing? Oh my gosh. Okay. Fine. I'll take Bun's advice. I won't do it after because I feel like usually if I'm looking for a new streamer to watch, I don't want to feel like I have to follow before I get a chance to get to know. That is true. And then there's this one, then you have to follow after for 10 minutes and then be able to chat. Alright, fine. I gotta make the bot. The bot thing is another thing that is, what is that thing called? Streambot or something? Chatbot. Chatbot is currently offline. Stream stickers, dashboard. Or like something that'll just like post in the chat. Remember when you had that one? Remember when you had that one that was like you gotta be followed for 3 months or some shit? LOL. I mean, I ain't trying to go that far, you know. All right, I'll leave it. I'll leave it off. Oh, create your alert box. Am I here already? Is this it? Hype trains. I do gotta do one of these. Celebrations. Yeah. Creator goals. Okay, so I like post my goal and it'll be at the top and you'll be like, I'm trying to get affiliated. That's my goal right now. Right? And then I can edit the music and stuff. Oh, this is doing too much. I'm gonna have my daughter do it for me. I gotta create shit. Subscriptions? I don't even know what to do about subscriptions. What would it even look like if I even got one? Raids. I do gotta make a raid when I do get raided sometimes. Charity, hype trains, goals. It's a lot. But I'll help you out with a lot of your things. Man, I think I'm gonna have to just sit here and play with this for a while. I'm gonna have to put in this work because if I want this to actually go somewhere, then I'm gonna have to do something with it, so. But should I stream myself doing this? You know? I could stream myself doing this and trying to figure it out, and then post it on YouTube and be like, here's my struggle trying to figure out how to fix up my stream. And this is what I did, and if anybody else is trying to do their stream, you could try to see what I did and see maybe if you learn anything new out of it, or maybe get some creative ideas. You know, I'm not opposed to not particularly making a tutorial, but making a video on how I did mine. Anyways, that's gonna be for later though. I ain't trying to do that right now. I'll leave it up though. I'll leave it tabbed. Moderation? How do I unban people? Email verification is off. Yeah, I don't care about that. Phone verification is off. Stop banned users from viewing your stream. Oh, add rules. Can I say no soliciting in the stream? Or is that a proper thing to say? Or like, how would you say it when someone's coming into your stream and presenting their artwork or talking about their graphic design? Yeah, okay. Hold on, what the heck? Am I just gonna keep it that plain, no soliciting? Alright, well, if they don't understand, then I guess I gotta lay down the rules. Unban request, private. Oh, people can request to be unbanned? When enabled, banned chatters can send one message appealing their ban. Oh. Alright. How about we get to the dang stream then? Well, I'll do all this later. Alright. Well, thanks for your help, Buns. We did something.
Strange. Why are so many appearing all at once?
Let's get into the story quest.
With me!
And then we got, and I really wish we that's what we're trying to do. How about now? I think that's just sensitivity, but is that, or should I just turn the game down? Hey, my master volume is actually down too. I don't want the volume to be too low because I want the game to be heard on YouTube. Like, turn the music down. What if I just turn my volume up? Would that help? Alright, and I'll turn down the sound effects a little. That way the dialogue won't get hindered.
Here! Let's start!
Alright, so
I thought tacit discords didn't usually appear around the border mountains.
I'll see right here.
These tacit discords didn't gather from the surroundings. It's more like they spawned from thin air.
Look, it's just ahead. The Veil of Glory, where heroes are laid to rest.
In my previous match, I slipped and left an opening, but my opponent failed to notice. He gradually lost his advantage. And here, he started to panic until... I knocked him down with a single blow.
So you could just turn my volume down. But I got a fat mic right here. Okay. To be honest, I maxed out my volume. How can I make my thing louder?
La da da, la da do,
Alright.
do do do.
I just have to be like this. Hey chat, can you hear me good? Welcome to my stream. Welcome. This is where we get down and dirty. This is where everything Wuwa goes down. You see? Let me zoom in right here. Let me... Ooh, dirty. Dirty Dan. Post me. Oh, let me do something right here. Okay, I see you. Oh yeah. I know you might not be too interested in about them, but you know, this is what we live in for. This is why we play these games. Hold on. How about that? How about them apple kazubas? What? What? Don't hurt me. Oh, I thought she was gonna hurt me. Hey. I need your help, by the way.
Moment at hand.
No, I need your help. I need you to help me with my stream. Help me fix it up. It looks caca doo doo. She doesn't really need me. Dude, I've been over there. Oh, by the way, am I echoing because I have the stream so I could hear myself? I want to see how I am compared to the game. To be honest, it sounds a lot better.
Mind's eye.
Right? I don't sound quiet anymore, right? Buns, help me out here. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna mute myself then. I don't want you to hear me anymore. Alright. What does Mom want?
Go and find out.
No, I'm streaming. I got peeps and stuff.
Wins. Heed my command.
I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Yeah, really that what I'm fighting? Okay, here, hold on. We'll just turn the sound effects down. We can leave the music up a little, right? And I'm gonna leave the dialogue loud because I really want to immerse in the game. A little bit of the game music and a little bit of the dialogue that's happening. And not as much as the fighting. The fighting is going to be dope regardless.
You are from my homeland. Septimont.
That girl just now. That was Mia. The closer to the Veil of Glory, the more the normal world and the anomaly overlap. Whatever lies ahead must be the key to all of this. I need to rethink everything. Septimont, Lupa, Cardathia, Mia, the Lioness of Glory. All of it. Cardathia arrived in Septimont alone, not waiting for me or attempting contact. Something must have happened to prevent her. If something cut her off, aside from the Fraxidus, it could have only been the Thermodian, which should be dead. But Septimont holds no faith in the Sentinel, and the Thermodian was never able to establish influence here. Maybe it's not that simple. The Thermodian controls the minds of its followers through their faith. Mia is a Ragunese, and likely a follower of the Order of the Deep. If the Veil of Glory is an important rite for champions, perhaps Mia went there, and it was there she vanished. Her hysterics, hallucinations, and loss of control in the arena were signs of the Thermodian's corruption. Verlova once said, "The closer one stands to the protagonist, the greater their influence over the tale." In this great Aegon, Lupa is the protagonist. Years ago, it was Mia. Now, I'm seeing Mia's image flicker in and out throughout this journey. If the Mia I see is under the Thermodian's control, does that mean securing the protagonist role is key to its plan? When I first met Lupa, I sensed what felt like Cardathia's frequency on her. Later, I also felt the Thermodian's presence. Did they cross paths? If Cardathia is part of the story, the likelihood is high. Could Lupa have forgotten? Did they meet without realizing it? Or is she lying and already under the Thermodian's influence? Was Verlova telling the truth by saying Lupa would bring forth the dark tide? Or is she just another one of its victims?
Hey! Is something wrong? Is there something you need? Or
Mom needs you.
something you want to say?
Trust her, speak your mind.
Don't trust her.
What is it, chat? Trust her or don't trust her? Don't trust the house. No, sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't recall crossing paths with Cardathia, but you could be right. I may have and just forgotten about it. These past days, there have been moments when I feel lost, forgetting what I was doing a heartbeat ago. I don't know if it's the Thermodian's work, but if something is wrong, and it's trying to twist my mind, you'd make the right call, wouldn't you, my fellow warrior? You'd protect my honor and my dignity.
We got you.
There's more at stake than that, Lupa. I've heard the Septimont saying, "All for glory, fear no death." But sometimes living takes more courage than dying.
Well then, that'll do just fine. I trust you, warrior. Just as you trust me.
Saw the way she
It
winked
doesn't
at us.
matter if the story's end is already written or yet to unfold. I'll trust my own judgment to guide where it must go.
I'm really curious on what battle took place here. This was the Dark Tide, I'm guessing. Wow.
I hear cowering prey.
Oh, I can't because of where I am. What the heck?
I smell fear.
With me! Face me, coward!
Face me, coward.
Those
nice,
blades, spears, and halberd embedded in the stone. They're the weapons of the fallen heroes.
Look at this.
We have
Side.
a tradition in Septimont. Touch
On the
them
beach. Wait, what the
and
heck? How come I
listen
can't
to
see
the
fog?
whispers of those who once wielded them.
Is that how much fog there is that I can't see before? Is it the graphics? Volumetric fog or something like that? Hold on, how do I get rid of the fog? Because I think the fog like really like takes... Okay. Hi. I'm not sure what this is. AO, capsule AO. Volumetric fog, volumetric lighting. Let's see here. No, there's still fog. This guy got all droopy. Is that part of the Dark Tide? How do we make these graphics better? Someone turn the brightness all the way down. For me. Why is that saturation? Oh, look. Oh no, it's because I'm lower. It's because I'm lower to the ground. Hold on. But I really took the Genshin color out of this thing.
Winds of the wild!
I think I turned down this volume like drastically low. Maybe the fog just comes in anyways. Maybe I'm just tripping. Anyways, look, at side of that wall is messed up over there, and there's a bunch of swords and whatnot. Like there was a big war happening here. Like, who wields swords and shields that big and sticks them into the side of the mountain? Alright. Stretching out your hand. Through endless battles of the surging dark tide, kin and warmth were lost, and all softness and love faded away. All that remained in his eyes were the sight of white flowers blooming across barren fields. How fragile, how beautiful, he sighed with his skull He sighed as his skull was crushed under the tacit discord's weight. Oh, damn. He got crushed. Stretching out your hand, your fingertips brush against the rusted steel. A quiet, sorrowful voice hums from the halberd's axe. No one knew why she sought the battlefield, only to escape another. She shed her gold, tore away her honor, binding her, and turned her back on the proud house that shackled her, rejecting the eyes that followed her. This silence is my victory, she laughed, charging into the dark tide. Maybe we're gonna see what actually transpired here and what battle took forward. Rusty sword. Oh, is that Zelda's? Or Link's? Is that the Master Sword? Rover's like at one of those museums where they tell you not to touch anything, and he's over here just touching everything. He's like, touch. Touch. Lupa turns around and faces towards him. He's like, touch. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to touch that. But did he? Who does the blade belong to?
This is Hercules' sword. You remember the waters of the upper city, right? You were looking for Cartothea. Hercules was the one that the statue was based on. Ages ago, the dark tide bore down on Reganese, and Septimont didn't escape. Hercules was the son of the Ephor back then, and he led our warriors to face the Tacit Discords. He died in that cursed tide, his strength worn down to nothing. His sword was corrupted, but his followers still risked their lives to bring it back. In this land, intense emotions easily blend with other forces. The Lioness of Glory was born from the fiery passions of heroes, so she holds sway over their weapons. Back then, this sword was growing more sinister due to the corruption. But all these years later, it has become a memento of a hero.
Touch it. Touch it.
I feel something strong and pulsing in the direction the blade is pointing. It's coming from underground. Is it inside the mountain itself?
The frequency. It's the Sentinel Imperator. Just like Raguna, Septimont has its own Genesis Nexus. That's why it seeks... power. Needs more.
More Tacit Discords, just like last time.
For a split second, the world shifted. Just like it did when I saw Mia. Every time there's an overlap like this, the tidal blight appears, as well as Tacit Discords.
Caught you now! With me! To victory! Flee, filth!
Oh, it gives her all her sex?
With me! Together we howl! The tidal blight. it's an outgrowth of the dark tide itself. Why is it suddenly appearing like this?
We'll clear it out first, then check if that sword is the source.
Is it bad if you touch it? Touch. Okay, we got these things. Why am I running faster now? Okay, look how fast. I was running faster. Look at not. Look at. Look at sprinting. Super sprinting.
What's that sound? Come, we should check it out.
She's got an eye mask on. Because her third eye is activated. Never mind, I'll get it.
What?
I was gonna ask if you could give me some coffee. That's fine.
We don't have coffee.
We do have coffee.
Not anymore. There's only this much inside that.
Yeah, but there's more coffee in the back. The caramel one. It's for me, not for you.
Caramel one? I thought that was creamer.
No, there's creamer.
Lupa?
But the one in the backpack. The orange container.
This doesn't feel like the first time I've been here. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm really confused on what's going on.
There's no mistaking it now.
Where are we?
It's Imperator's frequency.
Hold the phone here. What? You're taking a fine on and I still don't have it? Nice. Good shit. I'm wishing for fine on too.
Now, thou carry the scent of Cardathea.
not just knowledge. You've stolen the Sentinel's access too. Lupa's role in this story isn't yours!
Is that Contender Mia?
It's the Thenodian. Lupa, this is something only you can do.
Tell me what I need to do.
Read the script. Adapt as required. I believe in you, warrior.
To lose our strength is the deepest fear of Septimontians. Pride hides the terror within. We fear no death, yet tremble before shame and failure. Did Domina Julia deceive me for this? I never got the chance to ask. The dark tide consumed all. Death took her, as it will take me.
Today as yesterday, we weave time beneath the tide. Swim, swim, wretched yet lovely fish. Dream deeply in my fiction, on the stage of a repeating tale, waiting for the day thou shalt consume the world.
O righteous one, I shall depart without a word. The golden city in my childhood legend is swallowed by the abhorrent tide. I whisper to my fleeting companion. Pages will scatter. The quill will fall. This play shall be torn from its author's hands.
A wrong note in the shifting score. O golden star full of mercy, pray tell me, as past and present intertwine, what fate have you chosen?
Hesitate not, warrior. You are the protagonist I have chosen. Only you can shatter the script and jump to the next page. Right. For the nobility you seek. For it all.
The more I see Frolova, the more I kind of want her. For a long time I thought I was going to be able to pass on her. But now I'm like, it really depends on what her kit is going to be like. I just love her character. She's actually really good.
A dream? No. It couldn't. It's no dream. I'm not alone. The warrior put the hope of change in my hands. This feels good. Not standing there alone on the champion's stage. The warrior hasn't learned this yet, but I now remember traveling with Cartathea. I can't be in the real world. This is a Sonoro created by the Fraxidus. It's a realm of stories. The story of the Great Aegon lasts only 3 days. Before Cartathea came here, I had wandered this same bloody story more times than I can count. The dark tide consumed Septimont, and that monstrous, half-human, half-sea creature grows ever larger. Is this the Fraxidus' plan? To feed it with Septimont's ruins? A script. Yes, this Sonoro is like a book of plays. Each world in the Sonoro is a story that keeps repeating, like sheets of paper, all overlapping with one another. New pages keep appearing, layering over the old, and the changes in one story bleed through to the next. After Cartathea's actions, Septimont, once destroyed by the dark tide, has begun to return to normal in the story where the warrior arrived. Cartathea saved me, changed my fate, and led me to the warrior, who stopped the Threnodian in the last story. So in this time, I haven't lost my memory. The warrior had delivered a powerful blow against the monster, and the energy supply from the central hub has been cut off. But that's not even its full form. I once searched for its true form with Cartathea. I remember now. What we seek lies in the lower city's waters. I won't let your trust be misplaced. The old district of Septimont, submerged beneath the waters due to the dark tide. The dark tide looms over Septimont like a stubborn storm cloud. Is the warrior? No. No time to worry. I have to find the cause of all this, and quickly.
Well, I want to see what happens when you're at the gondola. You were talking about the different things that happen.
Winds of the wild!
Oh, her hair is blowing in the wind. And so is her cape. Alright, real quick. I gotta grab some coffee. Good shit I'm pulling fine on. I've been trying to get him. I feel like I can't even defeat endgame content unless I get him and level his ass up. And get a decent good team or something. Because I'm close to finishing the end, but my C2 castress just can't finish it off. She's super tanky too, and she just gets like shot off the damn map because, you know, she takes the health from the team and then someone just has to die. I know, right? I need Sunday now. Bro, I barely have any of the characters I need. Apparently I need Fugyu, I need Hyacinth, I need well, I want Archon, I want Rappa, but yeah, there's just so many supports that you can't even complete the game without. It's crazy. But eventually we'll get there, because I'm gonna get my fine on. I lost my 50-50 though to Sealy. I'm not mad about it. I actually like Sealy, but I gotta get him and I gotta get his weapon, and if I can get any constellations, then I'll try to get that too. And I need to find a way to get more of the wishing stuff, whatever it's called in that game. The Honkai Primals. BRB real quick. Alright, I got my coffee, but it's decaf, so I gotta wake my bun cheeks up. Alright, Buns, give me a number between 1 and 50. Bro, what decaf gonna do, right? 37? Alright. I gotta do 37 push-ups. I'm gonna do the hard ones. Oh, I was looking for my phone. It was in my pocket the whole time. Okay. I did knuckle push-ups, and my nails dug into my hand because I gotta clip my damn fingernails. But you gotta go to the gym? Shit, me too. That was my gym. I want the AC back on. It's hot in here. Alright, let's go. Talk about direct miss.
In a past story, I came here with Cartothea.
Well, that definitely woke me up. My breathing is still heavy.
Look at you. You can't go on much longer.
I feared as much. Then this is where we stop. Strange. I remember everything about Septimon, but I can't remember. I can't even remember my name.
You didn't forget. Someone stole your role in the story. Even your name on the placards in the arena would be unreadable. Your existence has been erased. Only by unmaking this story can it be reclaimed.
Too bad I won't last long enough to see that happen. I'm sorry, Cartothea. You saved me. But I can't help you in return.
When I was a child, long ago, I heard tales of Septimont. A city full of passion and life. People there drank deeply, laughed loudly, appreciated sculpture, and lived for the hunt. Men and women feared nothing. They burned like fire, giving all their light and heat before fading. But when I arrived in Septimont, it had already been undone by dark hands. With the dark tide sweeping the streets, the city was nothing but an empty shell.
That's right. My city is beautiful. When the autumn wind blew through the golden flags and wind chimes, time seemed to slow.
The Leviathan. I will not give it the chance to make the people of Rinascita weep and bleed. I will drag whoever orchestrated this tragedy out of the shadows.
Septimont. Can I leave it to you?
No. You said it yourself. This is your city. Some things only you can do. The monster leaving its trace in the dark tide. I can feel it. Its frequency is similar to my own. The Threnodian created me to be a resonator for its power. But I wasn't the only one. Many vessels before me failed.
You mean?
There is still much I don't know. I'll keep searching. But no matter what, you have a certain specialness. Once I sought to end it all. Someone stopped me. Even a life mocked by fate can break its curse. Whatever you seek to do, whether you're weak or strong, you must strive for it. I returned to the world thanks to a certain person's help. I believe he will come here and reshape this twisted story.
You're damn right.
Must be quite the person, eh? I wish I could meet him and see how he does it.
Girl, I'll show you my moves.
Then you will see for yourself. Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. What we can't do now, someone will carry forward later. If you want to save your city, then hold on. No matter the pain, no matter the doubts, you must keep going. Just like how you wandered Septimont before I came. Broken, yet determined to leave, to find help for the city. Jump to a new story, and bring my message to that person.
All right, gods of the air. I'll try my best. First, tell me, what is that person's name?
close to that abnormal frequency. You're in the submerged aqueducts.
The submerged aqueducts. I remember reading about them in the Silver records. There used to be an underground waterway leading to the plains. But now, with the old district completely flooded, we can only access it if we drain the water first. After my role was erased, Cartathea must have found the half-human, half-sea creature, and the Fraxidus. Like the warrior, she chose to remain on the closing of that page, to give new stories a fighting chance. That's why I only regained my name after I met the warrior. During our journey, the overlapping worlds the warriors saw were the monster's doing. It tried to use Mia to steal my role again, to corrupt Septimons once more. Only I can erase it from this story. Only I can prove that I'm real and it is fake. What happened to the Mia who vanished in the Veil of Glory decades ago? After everything you went through, what did the city of Septimon mean to you? I remember the entrance to the underground waterway is in the old district's bell tower. Of course. The upkeep of these waters always falls under the Silver's jurisdiction. Maybe I can awaken the sleeping giant of glory. In Septimontian tradition, when it bears its blade and watches over the warriors leaving for the hunt, all gates and passages open. Many of the old routes are blocked, but I can try draining the water through the remaining ones. It's worth a try. Covered in tidal blight. It has even fused into the joints. I'll need to clear this if I want to get it moving.
May applause greet you, Lupa from House Silva. Please wait, retrieving Gladiator Spear. Happy hunting.
Can't just clear the head. To get it to lift its sword and open the gates, I need to clear the arms too.
Triumph at the spear tip! Flee, Phil! Boom!
What did she say?
Glory is upon us! With me! Caught you now! Together we howl!
hear cowering prey.
With me!
Here!
Let's do this together!
Lackluster!
Let's start! The fight is on! With me! Together we howl!
A glorious defeat.
Okay, you gotta kind of play her the same way you play Chun-Li. You gotta skills, forte, alt, and then skills, and then forte again. Damn.
Need to check for more patrol units nearby.
Yeah, applause get you. Detecting current location outside platform range. High risk of tested Discord threat. Maintain vigilance at all time. What the heck? Dude just came out the water.
I hick.
With me! All or nothing! Glory is upon us! With me! To victory! Flee, filth! What? Into the spotlight!
I wanted to see the doors open and the water rush out.
The water is drained. Time to head to the bell tower. That monster is hiding in the depths of the aqueducts.
Dude, there's so much stuff here that I need to gather now. Does she naturally just run faster? Oi. Your daughter.
How long has she been in for?
A while.
My skin is irritated.
From the cats? You get another allergic reaction?
It just felt itchy.
Yeah.
Just this gate standing between me and the heart of the aqueducts. It won't open.
I'll have to find another route. Huh? Huh. The copper mirror is calling. The warrior used it to see the past. I wonder if there's anything of that here.
I just had one handful.
Hiding there, huh?
I was, but then I changed my mind because nobody told me what they wanted.
Oh, I didn't know you were one.
No, it's too late. You done had my whole fucking bag.
Wait, please.
It's this dude.
I've already pulled that body from the sea.
Excellent, Domina
Christopher.
Julia. Keeping one's word is the foundation of any solid partnership. I know. Septimonte's current effort doesn't quite heed the Senate's wishes, but we'll see to that. A cup of poisoned wine, a passing fly, a dagger. Fate strikes where least expected. With someone as clever and calculated as you at the helm, the House of Silver need not fear for its survival.
I do not work with you for our sake. I do this for Septimont. Some of us have forgotten the terror of life adrift at sea. To survive the tide, one must make the right choices. We'll speak of other matters later. But tell me, why would you want a dead woman who fell into the sea?
Dead woman? Ah, you mean Mia? Indeed, she is the very heart of the unit I spoke of. The one we intend to build deep within these underground aqueducts. Alive or dead, her body holds the information we need. The Fraxidus's experiments here will continue for some time. In the meantime, covering up this little laboratory's existence will require your assistance, madam.
The heart? That weakling's resonance abilities were meager at best. Her performance in the arena was nothing special. If it weren't for those incompetent fools in the Senate using her as a puppet to shift the attention and anger of the masses, she wouldn't even have made it to the finals.
Do not be upset, my dear Domina. You're absolutely right. The girl is so feeble she can't resist her creator's will in the slightest. Winning the Grand Aegon was precisely what brought the shadow of death upon her. Luck and misfortune, nobility and lowliness, weakness and strength. A person's nature is like two sides of a coin. And I've always found beauty in inevitable tragedies.
So Mia has been dead all this time. She didn't leave Septimont when she vanished. The sea took her.
It's decaf, NB. It's decaf. Yeah. That's all we have left.
I hear cowering prey.
Oh. Well, the one in the fridge is decaf.
Here! Into the spotlight!
Hiding there, huh?
Pretty good haul.
Hold on, I'm over here. Where's this? Where was I earlier? How'd I get here again? Where's the elevator? Oh, it's over there. Okay, yeah. Okay. There's nothing in here, right? I mean, I should trust the sensor, but just in case.
I hear cow with me to victory! Flee with me! Together we howl!
I love the fact that you have to play as her for this quest line. Oh, heck no.
With me! Time to fight! Glory is upon us! The fight is on! Together we howl!
Damn. She just wrecks them. Okay, you got one eye. One eye open, one eye closed.
This place has the Fraxidus written all over it. Without the Silvers keeping the place hidden, they wouldn't have dared.
Hmm?
What's next?
The irony.
What's today?
It is Saturday.
I trust you've seen the experimental unit in the aqueducts. Well,
You for real? Today's
what do
Saturday?
you think?
Yes.
Bro.
If not for the sword embedded in her chest,
I guess somebody
I could
doesn't
mistake the
keep
corpse
track
for being
of
alive.
time.
Indeed.
Are
Decades
there any
have
spicy lays in the
passed, yet
pantry? I'll
Mia
have those,
remains
please.
as she was when first pulled from the sea.
No, I want the spicy lays in the
Her
pantry.
data has been invaluable.
There
As
should
the
be.
Threnodian's failed resonator, this specimen is in its own way remarkable. You know, it wasn't so long ago that the rover intervened and Cartathea broke free from that tower. I discovered that a small piece of the Threnodian's essence within Mia was reawakened with the tower's resurgence into our world.
Sounds as though you found new inspiration.
Yes. Septimont will host the Great Aegon soon. I've come up with a rather intriguing idea. Before her death, Mia also attended the tournament. I'll use that as the fictitious anchor to craft a play to rewrite reality itself. I've already discussed terms with it and reached a modest agreement.
What copy? I'll get it.
You spoke with the Threnodian. Has Leviathan already awakened?
Only a fragment of it remains. A weakened, cunning shard, desperate to grow stronger. I'll fashion a story for this sea creature, enabling it to fulfill what it once sought, to have the dark tides swallow Septimont whole. The Threnodian once sought to use Mia to find Septimont's central hub in order to corrupt the beacon system. Even if met with failure, it would control the champion's mind to infiltrate the city's upper echelons. Oh well, it all failed in the end. In the face of her futility to resist corruption, that girl chose death. She drove a sword into her heart and leapt into the sea before choking on her own blood. Fascinating, isn't it? Faced with the same predicament, strength and weakness still make a difference. The Blessed Maiden single-handedly thwarted the Threnodian's designs in Raguna, but this poor soul had no choice but to take her own life.
What do you want from the store?
A death so theatrical, so saturated with sorrow.
Huh?
How poetic. How beautifully tragic.
I don't care for your taste, Cristoforo. I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, such an impatient reader, Frolova. This play is nothing more than an amplifier designed to nurture the Threnodian's lingering power.
Genji's on.
Once it grows large enough, I'll overlay the Sonoro onto reality. All that's needed is for Domina Julia to select the right champion.
Pause.
Swapping out the protagonist is hardly a challenge. Once the sea creature grows within the cradle I forged from the dark tide, the hymn of journeying paradise will spread from Septimont across Renacita. Really, compared to those Septimontians who've long forgotten Mia, the story I've written for her is far more thrilling. Don't you agree?
And what if it fails?
Then so be it. You know, Frolova, stories are but mankind's attempt to imagine and rehearse fate. If this play proves Rover worthy of becoming the protagonist of my story, if they pass their trial by fire, then isn't that a victory as well?
Yeah, I really think I need to get Frolova. Her accent...
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's not that
To
disgusting.
treat Septimont like a plaything. Unforgivable. What is so poetic or romantic about a story where someone is driven to death?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Cristoforo, and I feel like it was more his doing than it was Frolova's. And I know they don't want to see Frolova become like, oh, I'm doing good now. I was bad, but now I'm doing good type scenario. This experimental unit is only a prototype. The true finished product must lie deeper within the waterways. Like the other sites, most tracks have been scrubbed clean. All you can do now is speculate on the facts of this goal to measure the frequency data. It seems they were investigating a particular property from the material. But yeah, I know they don't want to see her become a goody two-shoes, and I actually do like the way her storyline is playing out, but I still want to play her.
I hear cowering prick.
And I know that she for sure is going to be a playable character. They also need to make Scar a playable character. I think they're just really holding off on him.
Together we howl! With me! Here! Time to fight! Into the spotlight! The fight is on! Break, darkness! Glory is upon us! With me! Lackluster! That's some attack. Together we howl!
Oh, because this is trial mode? Alright, we'll go back to what we were using then. Oh, before we go that way, I see we found 2 chests. And she like sniffed them out. You saw
Prey
that?
secured! You get first dibs.
Alright, we're supposed to go up that way, but I'm gonna come down this way. Is this where we came from? Yeah, this is where we came from. Okay. There's the boost movement speed. Every time we hit an obstacle, we kind of lose it, and then we like gain it back over a certain amount of seconds. See? Oh. Ring ding ding. That's her top.
Still lingering, Mia. A fading reverberation that should have dissolved in the deep long ago.
Yeah, allergic reactions.
Where are you going?
To claim the title. Was that not your unfulfilled wish?
That was never mine. The arena. I don't need this victory.
But I do. Without a champion and the lion beast, I cannot touch the central hub left by Imperator. You, Cartithia, both my daughters, my very creations. Why this fruitless resistance?
What?
Has Septimont ever granted you kindness? They neither love you nor need you. Long have you been forgotten.
We were raised by them. You will never understand.
Proud in battle, and yet yearning for strength. I know the heart of the Septimontians far better than you. Mia, you are simply too afraid to face their true nature. You choose to deceive yourself. You cannot admit that they used you and then cast you aside. You cannot accept that from the start you were insignificant.
No. Viburnum. My flowers.
Hush, it matters not. Your thoughts are of little consequence.
Viburnum. The bloodleaf viburnum of Septimont. Oh, I understand. It's a flower often given to gladiators. A symbol of victory.
This also kind of feels like a companion quest.
I've always carried this shame. Shame for something I didn't choose. Shame for something that's just there. Sometimes it turns into doubt. I try to live free, and I do most days. But still, I see it. I see the pain in their faces. In the ones who fall behind, the ones who leave the field beaten, the ones who pin all their hopes on me. I've always wondered if I didn't have this gift, could I have reached this point with clean hands? Should I have judged those who trampled the rules to survive? Or was I blind to my own arrogance? Now, I don't think like that anymore. The warrior is stronger than me, no doubt, but he treats everyone the same. He didn't choose to stand alone. Instead, he chose to trust me. Cartothea spent years trapped by the weight of everyone's expectations. Never stepped foot in Septimont before, but still sailed across the seas to be here.
Why is that chicken? Why is that chicken so
And
spicy?
Mia. Her resonance ability might be weak, but she never ran from a fight. She fought till her last breath. A heart isn't shaped by what it's born with or what it's been given. I've underestimated others. And I've underestimated myself too. But you, the arrogance, thinking you understand the darkness in people's hearts, but you don't have a single drop of life in you!
The audacity.
Beautiful as ever. The Griffon's fortress. My city, Septimont. Built by the hands of the people. Not the Sentinel and not the Trinodian. Where there's light, there's always shadow. But people need light. They'll chase it no matter what. And they'll learn to live with the shadow. Mia, Cartothea, they were born and raised on these islands. They are daughters of Rinasita. They belong to no gods but their own.
That was a really bright screen, by the way.
Better to die than to be a puppet. Death does not scare me.
If divinity takes
takes up arms against the innocent. I will raise my sword against divinity.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance.
I believe in you. Warrior.
I swear, by the eternal sun, I will slay you!
Half human, half fish.
I hear
From the fear and the longings of civilization, I was wrought. Born of the hearts of countless men and women, of babes and of the aged.
I see a new TOA boss. Bro, what is that?
With sharp blades and silver tongue, you struggle for power and revel in the slaughter of the arena. From past to present, nothing has changed.
What right do you have to judge the people of Renacita? Mia chose her end with dignity. Your very existence is an insult to her. Look at you cowering in this little incubator, desperate to evade your end. You will never understand what it takes to face the fear of death. Please, Bill! Meaningless. Time to fight! Into the spotlight! Caught you now! Triumph at the spear tip! Die, evil! Ah! Together we howl! With me to victory!
Unite with me.
Glory is upon us! Ooh, now's the second half. The fight is on!
A human life is nothing more than a scream between life and death.
Boom! Here!
The tide calls!
Try that again.
Pray to me!
Burn to... The fight is on! Break, darkness! Ah! With me! Into the spotlight! Is that all? With me to victory!
Go get some! Bro, we were whooping its ass. This is our stage anyways. Oh shit, it's got
Greatness
its head.
has no summit, and victory is never the final word. Proud! Pitiful! Cry! Laugh! finish! To face death with the crown of glory! By my will! Let this life burn in all its fury!
To me, there is no greater joy in this world.
What a shame. It seems the play I've written isn't well received.
What are you two plotting in Renacita?
Oh, dear madam. Let's leave some mystery for the next chapter, shall we?
Lupa!
So what if the Fractus is because of a Sentinel joining forces with a Threnodian?
It's real! Both of you are safe.
Or something, and just having them.
The Threnodian's frequency is gone.
Out there.
Well done, Lupa.
You found the righteous one and safeguarded Septimont. It's like something out of a knight's tale. No, wait, gladiator's tale?
I'm just speculating on what their purpose could really be. Are they really helping out the Threnodian?
Ah! Phew! Finally, I can stick my head out. Rover, are you okay?
Abby.
I'm fine, Abby. What happened to you earlier?
Wait, we're already in Septimont? I was just talking to you, and then boom! It felt like something just covered me. First it messed with my frequency, then I just passed out. Wait, Carthea? And a girl I don't know?
You're lively. Your echo's more boisterous than a Tadar.
What happened while I was out?
I think it's time we compare notes. Let's fill in this story's blanks, shall we?
By the way, I've been watching the voice actor of Carthea, her streams, and it's pretty freaking dope, man. She's good. Man, she's just an awesome person, so you just love watching her streams. But what is this? Source? Fiction? Reality? As you walk inside the central hub, a familiar connection pulsates within your chest mark. You turn around and see Carthea slowly gliding down from the sky and landing before you. After days of separation, you finally reunite. She looks into your eyes, cracks a smile, and gestures in a different direction. Together you walk to welcome the lone wolf returned from the flames. Lupa embraces both of you tightly, and you feel her trembles as worry gives way to the delight at seeing both of you. Her words choke as tears fall. You pat her gently on the head to soothe her. This is a story co-written by you, Carthea, and Lupa. Now it's coming to an end. The three of you reunite together. You are the true playwrights of the story. Carthea has roamed the desolate city with the gladiator girl for days before she was erased. She had caught a fleeting glimpse of the massive fish silhouette and saved the nameless one from the dark tide. Carthea was certainly this place. Excuse me. Carthea was certain that this place was not part of the real world, but the widespread destruction had stalled her search for answers. The gladiator girl had forgotten who she was, but her survival alone marked her as extraordinary. Carthea hoped this very uniqueness might serve as a beacon to carry their story forward. Carthea could only keep searching. She had to find the monstrous half-human, half-sea creature, the Thenodian's abomination, its very sister. That's crazy that is Carthea's sister. Carthea chases the enemy from the incubators through the dark tide, ravaging streets of Septimont until she vanishes from sight. The fallen guardian of Septimont looms ahead, halberd raised in a battle cry. Carthea draws her sword, just as she did countless times in the inverted tower facing the dark tide's aberrant creatures. Aberrant. Yeah, he's right here.
Oh, you've been watching it too?
Yeah, I just have it tabbed. I'm not listening though, because I'm doing this. She defeats the Lioness of Glory, but after dealing with the dark tide before her, she feels a cold gaze from behind her. Carthea turns to see the gladiator girl, her face marred by tidal blight, her eyes hollow and empty. She stares unblinking like a ghost.
A good ghost.
You and Carthea fight side by side in a battle no one sees. In the final moments, you decide to leave Lupa with the seed of hope. Lupa regains her lost memories and moves forward, guided by her trust you place in her. Lupa defeats the Lady of the Sea. After a relentless battle, Maya's reverberation is finally freed from its curse. As the story nears its close, Carthea sets off to hunt down playwright who's behind it all. Who's behind all of it. The story was drawing its close. Carthea could feel the world around her shifting. The buildings, statues, and even the land itself were crackling like damp paper. But it's no longer mattered. She had uncovered the clue that pointed to the one responsible, and was heading towards the playwright. With more Fraxis members lurking here, she was prepared for the coming battle. Yeah. She's like, what are you two plotting? That's crazy how he blocked her hit. Hold on, I want to read this one. Blood ignited, body and soul aflame in the crucible of battle. Lupa's spear plunges into the monstrous half-human, half-sea creature. Her fight unfolding on the stage, conjured by illusion. Her mind is calm as the world fades away. Only her enemy, her weapon, and herself remain. The gladiator's agon, interrupted decades ago by the Thenodian's corruption, finally reaches its conclusion. At this moment, Lupa is no longer weighed down by the questions of strength, weakness, sentinel, or Thenodian. Only a single pure thought remains. To be a gladiator is a thing of joy. Oh, this is when she died. The dark tide rolled over Septimont's jagged cliffs, surging down the pristine cobblestone streets, drenching the gold flags and wind chimes, and engulfing men and women, young and old, like a mist descending from the blackened ocean above. It dragged its writhing mass across the land, toward a far side of the sea on its pilgrimage across the world. Lupa is swallowed by the tide's relentless churn. The hymn swells from her chest. crawling forth to escape from her parted lips. An historic melody fills the boundless darkness. Lupa swallowed by the tide's relentless churn. Yeah. That's crazy. Source. Maya heard voices. They insistently remind her of her failures, her lowly origin, and the disappointment she brought to her fans. The people who once shouted her name from the stands laughed in celebration at her victories. That coarse, unstrained laughter had at one time felt warm, giving her strength in the early days when she first stepped into the arena. But not everything had changed. Maya covers her ears, yet the voices still thunder in her mind, refusing to fade. The finals were about to begin. In an empty locker room, she sits alone as shivers whack her body and screams tear through her throat. Maya is haunted by maddening voices that whisper constantly. A light touch on her arm makes her look up. A small Septimontian stands holding out a bouquet. Face flushed, and child stammers, You fought well before running off. The bloodleaf viburnum is dotted with broken dewdrops. Maya clutches the bouquet, cold and damp, as a tickle of moisture slides down her cheek. That's when the little boy gave her this flower. Source fiction. So I'm missing one.
Would you rather
What is this?
The goth femboy or Hello Kitty pajamas girl? Decisions. Now listen. The Hello Kitty pajamas.
The event that brought forth the dark tide. It must have been my death. After that, the details of the story blur. It repeated so many times. It's hard to remember everything. All I remember is wandering the desolate city streets in a Septimont corrupted by the dark tide, unable to escape, until I met Carter Thea. She saved me. But in that story, we couldn't fully resolve the source of the disaster. Then in another story, I encountered you, my fellow warrior. After we parted, I awoke in yet another story, in the Vale of Glory, where I finally saw the Threnodian's true form in the submerged aqueducts. It had taken control of Mia's corpse, and was using the Fraxidus Sonoro to grow its power. After defeating it, the Sonoro began to collapse. I passed through those crumbling pages to find you. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back.
Tell me about your death.
My death? Well, I'll start from the very beginning. My journey to win the championship. I had failed to expose the family's match fixing. After being deceived by Domina Julia and winning the title on my own, my memories became a blur. I was probably under some form of control. The last thing I clearly remember was standing in the central hub in the Vale of Glory, pressing my spear into something that resembled a control panel. Then the dark tide began to surge. In the end, all of Septimont was swallowed by it. I'm not sure when all this started, or where the line between the reality I knew and the Sonora world created by the Fraxidus began to blur. But in those 3 days of the story where Carter Thea didn't rescue me, I would always die on the first day, helplessly watching as my home slowly crumbled to dust. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back.
Tell me about your journey with Carter Thea.
Carter Thea saved me. The me who had lost her role and her memories. We wandered the abandoned city of Septimont and pieced together that the Fraxidus and the Threnodian were the true architects of the chaos. Yet in the end, my role was claimed by the Threnodian. My body disappeared before Carter Thea's eyes. But before I was lost to oblivion, Carter Thea gave me a sliver of her frequency. I think it was that frequency that unknowingly led to our paths crossing in the story. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back.
About Maya and the Thermodian. So, because she gave a sliver of her frequency to her, that's when we first crossed paths, and that's when he sensed it off of her. And that's why they started coming together, and then he joined the gladiator battles with her. Tell me about Maya and the Thermodian.
Many years ago, Mia cast herself into the sea to escape the Thermodian's control. But Domina Julia recovered her broken body from the depths and handed it over to the Fraxidus. For years, they subjected her remains to twisted experiments until the Thermodian's essence, still lingering within her, finally awakened. The Thermodian took control of Mia's corpse, turning it into a half-human, half-sea creature monstrosity. It formed an alliance with the Fraxidus. The last trace of Mia's reverberation was forced to be part of it, tortured and ravaged. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back.
Can you watch over me on the cameras and if I go get the stuff outside?
Oh. You want me to just come with you?
Yeah, so you can come.
Okay, real quick, we got to grab some stuff from outside. A jolly good show. I need more agua. Mizu oishii desu ne. Very delicious. That's about it.
Oh, the script and the copper mirror you gave me. I'll return them to you now. It was a long story, but the ending turned out well. Though, thinking of Mia still upsets me. Her reverberations, trapped in that monstrous body. I can't imagine her suffering over the last 20 years.
When you defeated the Thermodian, you also set her free.
Yes, it was an honor to have that final battle with her. Thanks to you and Cartathea, I was able to rewrite the tragic ending of this story. Thank you, my fellow warrior, for believing in me.
When I sensed the Thermodian's power here in Septimont, I immediately set out to find its source. It was quite sudden. I slipped through the smallest of cracks to enter this sonoro, which severed my contact with the outside world. I found Lupa in the city. She had lost her role. We traveled together for a time, and discovered the architects of the destruction, the Fraxidus playwright Cristoforo and the Threnodian. Sadly, the playwright did eventually erase Lupa's existence. As for me, I descended into the submerged aqueducts where I found the Threnodian. It had inhabited Mia's remains and was hiding within an experimental unit. Unfortunately, I was unable to eliminate it entirely. It evaded me, slipping into hiding. I reasoned that you would sense the anomaly and come to Septimont, so I sought to offer you my aid. I battled the playwright, and in doing so, stripped him of his ability to control the script. Afterward, he, along with the other Fraxidus overseers, fled from me. With that, the Sonoro began to collapse. It was then that we finally met. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? Lupa and I formed a few theories during our investigation, though they may not be entirely accurate. In this scenario, where stories manifest as reality, roles define the identities of those within it. To lose your role is to lose both your name and memory. In truth, Mia has long since passed and does not truly exist here. It was Lupa, not Mia, who won the 3-day Aegon. I suspect the stories created by the playwright cannot stray too far from their original frameworks.
Yes, please.
A limitation of his resonance ability. This is why he erased Lupa's name, swapping her and Mia's identities. This allowed Mia to summon the Dark Tide upon Septimont.
Gracias. Oh, it's very messy.
Yeah, might have to wash hands.
Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
Here's your water.
That was very sweet. I need to wash my fingers. Tell me about the Threnodian Central Hub.
The central hub within the Veil of Glory was established by the Sentinel, and it appears no one had ever entered it before. Activating it requires 2 key conditions. Victory, which grants the blessing bestowed by the Lioness of Glory through the Sentinel's mandate, and a trace of the Sentinel's frequency. The Threnodian set its sights on Mia for this very reason, which, in turn, brought its attention to Lupa. I struck a significant blow to the Threnodian within the story, but because I failed to prevent the corruption of the central hub earlier, it endured, drawing strength from that source.
Throughout this journey, I often saw the figures of Lupa and Mia overlap.
It seems the Threnodian was attempting to replace Lupa, hoping to use her to corrupt the hub, siphon its power, and ultimately destroy Renacita.
I have another question.
Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
Tell me about the Fraxidus leaders.
Apart from the playwright, I also encountered 2 other Fraxidus leaders. One, a woman with a bandaged eye, the other a man with scars across his face.
Surely they must be Frolova and Scar. But how is Scar in Renacita?
Unfortunately, I never had the chance to confront either of them directly. I saw them only briefly before they disappeared. I'm not sure why they've gathered here in Septimont. We must prepare for whatever plans they have. Is there anything else you wish to ask? The Threnodian's frequency has vanished from Septimont, but I fear this is far from over. There is something else. Perhaps due to the Dark Tide in the Sonoro, I can feel my balance shifting. The Threnodian's pull is growing stronger.
Claire.
Now that I think of it, this could very well be part of the Fraxidus' plan.
You need to head to the Black Shores, Cordelia. They've been dealing with the Threnodian for years. You should go there and run some tests. They'll know how to handle what's coming.
The Black Shores? Is that where you're from? If it's a place you trust, then I will go. There's one more thing. We should return to the central hub in Septimont. I found something tied to you there.
The central hub. Good timing. There's something I need to handle in the Veil of Glory, too.
Good. Let's set off together.
Whatever.
I should technically... I'm only this team because
We still have a long journey ahead of us. Let's press on.
There we go. Alright, can we just teleport?
Ready to venture forth together? Oceans, bow before me. When Lupa vanished, I destroyed the experimental unit, pursued the Threnodian, and defeated the Lioness of Glory it controlled. Then, I came across this place. You remember how the Threnodian took on a part of the Sentinel's knowledge and permissions, yes? For the Sentinel, the information stolen was their very memories.
Don't put your lips on it.
For this reason, even the Sentinel forgot that before merging with the Threnodian, they transferred some of their knowledge to the central hub in Septimont.
The knowledge they would later forget.
We're dead.
What do you think?
It's like familiar.
It was a secret.
Coffee,
One the Threnodian should never learn. The Sentinel
Baby
moved it
milk?
there for safekeeping.
I don't know.
I'm confused on what baby milk
Within
is
it,
like.
I found a special frequency.
I don't want to question
A part
that.
of it felt like
No,
yours.
but this is really freaking good.
I believe it's what the Sentinel
I'll
left for
try it
you,
tomorrow.
so I took it.
But like,
Oh,
buy these for me.
the
next time you go to the store.
shake.
It seems like a clue.
The beach body shake.
The true secret they left for you is not here, but in that direction.
The texture.
You see,
A little,
before
like,
I came to meet you, I passed by the city of Septimont. The arena I destroyed has been
I
restored,
taste it now.
but in the people's hearts,
Yeah.
it's still the Righteous One and Lupa who claimed victory. The Fraxidus' power to reshape reality is deeper than we realized. I'm afraid this is just the
I'm telling
beginning.
you, that baby formula.
Anyway,
I once believed the Threnodians sought to use the Fraxidus to regain
Maybe
power,
that's what they used.
but its true goal is the central hub.
super yummies.
I believe it's due to this secret the Sentinel has hidden.
That direction. It leads to the hunting grounds. The blight cloud still lingers there. When the high tide comes, Septimontians hunt and cull the spawning tacit discords.
Brown turkey, what is that for? What am I making tomorrow?
The dark tide
I was gonna cook.
connects everything.
Cool. What are you cooking?
I cannot pinpoint where the Sentinel's
That's the only
message
meat we have.
lies.
Maybe looking
I'm afraid
up
you must
some,
go
like,
there yourself.
recipes online will help you out.
But the worst of the storm has passed.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Let's take a moment to rest. Lupa, will you be our tour guide? Show us the sights and glories of Septimont? I'd love to hear more about what you mentioned earlier. The wind blowing through golden flags and the sound of wind chimes.
Of course.
It would be my honor. But before we go, there's something I need to do first.
Does this steak last for them? Oh, shit. I just want you to know. If I ever feel someone crazy, travel through a silver vein. If I'm the one who said
What's that?
It's Mia's sword. I went through a lot to bring it back.
he's lying. He's lying.
The monster is gone now. Like so many Septimontian heroes whose bodies were never recovered, I wanted to return her weapon.
Yes.
This is where she gave her life. I can't say if she loved or hated Septimont more. But she once spoke of the bloodleaf viburnum. It's a tribute often given to gladiators by their supporters. So, I think, she would have wanted to rest here. It's beautiful. Our city. The city of glory. The people here love to drink, laugh, carve statues, and hunt. It burns like fire, drenched in both victory and defeat. It holds all our disappointments. And all our hopes.
I didn't say that.
I can't get enough of this game, y'all. Freaking dope.
I will be there for
Remind
everyone
my daughter in the background.
as we head toward our shared future,
Tripping, flipping,
leaving the
and
past behind.
hormones around the house. Anyways, casting Resonance skill Unbound Flow continuously restores HP for the Resonator on the field by 20% of whoever's attack for 3 seconds. Okay, for the Resonator on the field. Okay. When rovers on the field has an HP lower than 35%, immediately restore 10% of their lost HP. This restoration effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds and will not be affected by any healing bonuses. Okay, so every 10 seconds he gets that 10% when he's below 35% health. So this will make him tankier, really a lot harder to kill, and then he'll be healing allies on the field, so he'll be an even better healer. 20% of his attack. That's pretty cool. It's like 200 or 5 divided by 2,161. Which goes in there.
Is not just feeling sad. Okay?
Ford?
Depression is way more
100?
serious and deeper than that. People literally kill themselves.
I don't know. Is it 400 health?
Their room actually turns into
4,000 health? Am I doing math wrong? I think I'm mathing wrong. My math is not mathing. I'm not thinking about math right now. 5 goes into 120 times, and then 5 goes into 200
I never even said you said that.
40 times, and then if it's 2,000, you just add a 0. So 400. Or am I missing something? I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Depression is a real thing. Stop saying you have disorders.
It just make him a better. Defeat level 125 Lamp Lumen Mirrored Misfield Tunes in Banner Never Fail. Complete the Underground Flight Challenge. Defeat Okay, let me see here. Who am I supposed to fight here?
It's not even cool.
Hold on.
It's not quirky and it's not.
We got shits to do. I'm gonna turn this AC back on.
It's something that people struggle with in their daily lives, and it's actually hard to live. AC.
Yeah, AC. Oh. Alright. Well, we're gonna get the right team on for this.
I feel I'm putting my arm on the AC right, and it's flowing through my shirt into my back. And it actually feels nice somehow. It's flowing.
Oh, it actually should be Lupa, then Chong-Li. Because it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Basically saying.
At your disposal. Astral
Oh shit, it
modulation.
took people out. There are people laid
Loading.
out.
Chip and me! The fight is on! Into the spotlight!
Together we vanquish. Beckon the divine flames.
Break!
Feathers
Vow from the soul.
incinerate.
Loading.
Think fast.
Stop using after I gave you. Okay, sorry. Ow.
Perish in flames.
Longer.
Thank you for saving us. Without your help, we would have been ripped to pieces. So it's true. The Kurosaurus' statues woke upon contact. It's alright. I'm glad no one was hurt. Really? Those people laid out on the floor. Glad I acted in time, but how did you know how to use water? Well, I came to that conclusion by analyzing the surroundings. Statues sitting on dried up riverbed were odd from the very start. If someone didn't place them here on purpose, then their presence were like... Oh. I studied the nearby rock walls and found signs of erosion, clear proof that there was once water here. Putting the pieces together, I suspected the water might be likely to awaken them, so I thought maybe we should wait for the riverbed to flood again. That's why you stopped us from smashing the statues. It all adds up now. Anyway, I'm glad you're both safe. If there's anything else, I'll be on my way. I still got lots of places to check to fulfill my promises to Grandma. So Loki was really smart about what was happening here.
Oh, look, shinies.
Shinies. 12 imprisoned men. Hey. Thank you, thank you. All in a day's work. Thank you. Why are you bowing? I'm angry. Alright. Proceed. Complete tutorial quest. Banners never fall to unlock. Tutorial quest. The Septimont authorities are holding challenges to match in the old district. Brave gladiator. Seize the glory. Okay, give me a second. What's the other one? Compete in the underground? What?
Winds of the wild.
Wait, is that her passive? Did she just run faster?
Cowering prey.
That's a lot of you little guys just chilling there. Look how much faster I run. But I feel like that's just a Lupa thing. Okay. Beep. Banners still stand tall. Victory always calls. Banners stand tall. What is this? Playing, recording. Welcome, fearless gladiator, to our Banners Never Fail challenge. I'm excited to introduce you to our competition. Is it broken? Beep. Greetings, fearless gladiator. Here in Septimont, our champions reveals.
Here in Septimont, our champions revel in sculptures, hunts, and the roaring cheer of horns. But remember, a peaceful Septimont depends on every hero to track down those pesky tacit discords.
That's why we're here throwing a simulated hunt and the chaos twists and turns of drained old district. Are you ready to fight? Heart pounding, blood burning, hunt down those tacit discords, rack up points, and charge into the next round. Any rewards? Beep. Keyword detected. Playing record. Absolutely. You close your eyes after a while, you begin to hear ringing the screen's excited voice. Behold, the Septimont, this is the banner of conquest provided by the Septimont Argand Committee. Activate it and it'll help you clear the tacit discords. For these small banners, you can activate them directly. A large banner like this, you can only be activated with no tacit discords nearby. Of course, it'll provide greater boosts. I feel like I'm getting into a whole nother thing here. Caution. Some banners may have been claimed by stronger enemies. Do not let your guard down. This will not be easy to tackle. But if you can defeat them, reclaim those areas. These banners are scattered across the old district, waiting for you to want to be discovered. To defeat enemies and claim victory. That's right. You caught them real quick. Onward, fearless gladiators. The banners stand tall. Victory always calls. May you be showered in the cheers of triumph. Alright, where's the hard dude first? Draining the floodwaters of the old district has revealed a large number of tacit discords. The gladiators in Septimont not have launched a competition to hunt them. Defeating tacit discords in the challenge zone and occupying banners of conquest will increase your glory level, granting you powerful buffs. Make good use of these buffs to claim victory and the glory of the challenge. Areas of greater danger house discords of greater glory levels. It may be wise to obtain buffs by raising your glory level first before facing tacit discords of higher glory levels. There are 5 areas in the old district. Each area contains special tacit discords that has the higher glory level of the area. Defeat them to obtain abundant rewards. Oh man, I kind of want to do this. Okay. Check your glory level, trial level buffs here. Click here to check your area info. Track. Area buffs and challenges here. This is the whole event. A whole event. Okay. Well, you know what? Today we were only here to do the story quest. I gotta go chill with the fam. We can though, before we leave for today, wish for the weapon banner because I feel like we need that weapon. We got 3 pulls. We We got nothing. Let's see here. Weapon convene. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're like 10 pity in, so we're not anywhere near getting this thing. We'll keep throwing some wishes at it, but wishing for weapons now is gonna take a lot. Siba Aquali, thank you for joining the stream. We are technically coming to an end for now, for today. So, I love Peace Chicken Grease. Thank you for tuning in today. Tomorrow we shall do the rest of the Ever Glorious, and I also need to do my weekly for this because tomorrow's the last day to get my weekly limit in, and we're also going to be hitting level 20. I think once we hit level 20, why should we keep doing the weekly if we've pretty much acquired everything there is to acquire? Ooh, collect 50 echoes. That's the only other thing, but we're not collecting any by doing the weekly. Or do I have to buy echoes somewhere, somehow? Collection. I'm not sure. Oh, that's why I couldn't get them, bro. I was wondering, I was like, how do you get the other echoes? This whole time. I don't want you. This dude's OP as heck. Hold on. Let me get the ones I really want first. I don't know how good this bird is. Birdie, birdie. Oh, this dude's also really good. Yes. The big dudes. They got the Grand Slams. The Hocus Pocus. The whatever that thing is. Wolf Bath. Oh, the Rock Golem. Stonewall Bracer. Diggy Duggy. Diggy Duggy! Hey. Hey. Cuddle. Yes. I think I'm actually going to be able to unlock all of them, so we'll keep going. Lottie Lost. Light Crusher. Chop Chop. It's left hand. Leftless. Caprice. Carpiece, whatever it's called. Oh. Yeah. Okay. 4 out of 5. Crit rate increased by 5%. How to obtain it? After completing all trials, challenge and defeat Danvers, Phobia, and Furious. Reach level 20, okay. Hey, we got that. Hey, we got this. And we got this. Okay. Shop is sold out, so all we gotta do now is hit 20. And we're good. And maybe we can see if we upgrade our deck. But that's tomorrow's problem. Yeah. What a good story, though. What a good story. I'm glad to see Scar again. That's very exciting. You know what? We should do a raid. Alright. We're gonna see how this goes.
You're here.
We're gonna raid Kenji, y'all. Alright, Buns. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, guys.